company by the name of Teabloom sent us a sample, so we'll drop an affiliate link down there, and then we'll let you know how we like it. It's called Cape Orange Quince. We were just looking through their website. They have a bunch of different oolongs and chais and
black tea,
Guanyin and monkey picked. It looked pretty good, so we're going to find out right now.
Okay, it's 1 to 2 teaspoons, 8 ounces of water.
Mm-hmm.
Can we move this?
We can move this.
We're using some little tea bag things here. Because for something like rooibos, that is ideal as to not get a little...
It's a bit fine.
Oh gosh, okay. Could you hold it open?
I can. There we go. As you can see, I have a boo-boo. I was cutting steak and I cut myself.
We told her not to.
Told me not to cut steak?
No, not to cut yourself.
Oh, well.
But did she listen?
Silly me. I went ahead and cut myself anyway.
And then hold this one open, please.
All right.
We're doing 2 teaspoons because we want the full effect here.
Is it teaspoons or tablespoons?
Teaspoons. 1 to 2 teaspoons.
Okay. All right, and what are the ingredients of this?
Okay, the ingredients include... Where were they? There they are. Organic rooibos, organic orange peel, organic sunflower petals, natural flavors. Very pretty packaging. We don't need these anymore, so they can move over here.
What spice did you say? It smells spicy.
Orange peel?
Wasn't it like cinnamon something?
Rooibos, orange, sunflower, natural flavors. Maybe sunflower is spicy.
I don't know. Find out. Oh, I think it said quince is spicy. Quince is a fruit that I've never had.
That's probably the natural flavor.
We may drop a picture of quince up there once we find out what quince is.
Not before, because that would be silly. All right, now, while this brews, which will be 5 to 7 minutes, would you put that down, please?
3:01 p.m. Okay.
We have 5 to 7 minutes to tell you about an estate sale we went to recently.
That's what we do for fun. We go to estate sales and we look for tea things.
And in my case, vintage clothing, because...
She's vintage.
Anyway, at this particular estate sale, we went very early, which is something I don't want to do ever again.
We arrived 5 minutes before they opened, and the line was 50 people.
There was a line.
60 people long.
And there were so many people. I'm pretty sure we missed a couple rooms when we went. So we went the next day.
20 minutes before it closed.
So we went too early and too late. But we did get some things. We got this tea set here, which the working items are 2 teapots and 6 cups like this. They look a lot like the ones that we usually drink pu'er from. And then we also have this. It was broken, but it's still pretty.
It was dark in there.
Dragons.
So Emma's father glued it back, but it's not going to be usable because it's actually, you might even see the light.
You can see
that crack is too cracked. But it's got, I think there are eagles on there, or maybe it's a phoenix. It's not. I think
it's a phoenix.
There's a phoenix on there,
like a rising from the ashes sort of thing. And there's a horse on this one, and a horse on this one. And there's not really anything on these, but
this I think is an eagle. Yeah,
it's an eagle.
I don't know if you can see it, but no, that's an eagle.
Maybe the horse is on the other side.
It's got wings. There may be a horse and eagle.
Yeah, this is a horse with a rider, and that's an eagle. So there's an eagle, and then there's a horse and rider. Not really very clear, but, you know. And then...
the other thing we got at the same estate sale was a vintage dress. They had a whole lot of really colorful dresses. And really, it was so crowded that she didn't even try it on properly, and it was 2 sizes too small.
Which, it was incredibly tiny. Like, Twiggy might have been hard-pressed to wear that thing.
It has pockets, and it's floor length. So what we did, we took these straps, which were very long, and we trimmed them down. Oh, that reminds me, Emma, we still need to finish the straps that we cut. That will not be a big deal at all.
No.
So I took the fabric from the straps and I made it into a panel. And then I put a zipper from an orange dress that we had not kept because it died. Put the zipper in here.
And it looks kind of like a corset back.
So it kind of looks like that's on purpose. So it's got an orange zipper.
She used to be a seamstress.
I was a costumer.
She used to be a costumer for the
repertory company.
Just
Spartanburg Repertory
in Spartanburg?
Company. Just in Spartanburg. So we did light opera.
Light opera.
Musicals, basically. And so I just costumed her this dress.
Very colorful.
Yes.
Speaking of colorful, we've also watched Deep Space Nine and Simon & Simon. Very, very different. My grandmother says Quark is about to give her nightmares.
On Deep Space Nine, they have Ferengi, which are these aliens.
Fun fact, they were supposed to be the villains of Next Generation, but no one took them seriously.
They were too cute. Giant ears, little pointy teeth that were adorable.
Things. They had little hats on the back.
Very cute.
Very cute.
Not at all villainous.
And then we have Odo, who has this, like...
He has no facial features, basically.
Completely flat face. And he changes into, dishware, paintings, couches.
I know from the sitcom Benson, where he was Clayton Endicott III.
And had a mustache.
He had a mustache?
Didn't he have a mustache?
I'll have to go back and look. I don't remember that. That was in the 80s.
And the other thing from the 80s is we've been watching Simon & Simon.
Two brothers who do detective work.
Yes.
And remove their shirts in every episode.
Because it was the 80s. And they do the same thing in Magnum P.I. I swear. It's like every time... Did it start with Kirk and they just continued it for 30 years?
Basically, they want you something to look at.
Like in the original series of Star Trek, if Kirk didn't take his shirt off or have his shirt removed at some point in some way, was it really an episode of the original series?
Had to have a little bit of what we call beefcake.
And in Simon & Simon, usually one of them at least has shirt open to a disturbingly low point, like way too many buttons are open there.
They also like to film them from the back when they're running.
Which I think is kind of funny, because when you're running in a confined space, you end up running a little weirdly. So it's just a shot of them running ever so slightly weirdly as they try not to hit the wall. And they did the same thing in Magnum P.I., which actually came after. There is not enough water in that.
Need more water? It has a honeyed smell to it.
We'll find out.
You kind of get a honey smell to it?
I don't know what sunflower smells like, but it smells like flowers.
It does. It's floral and honeyed.
Also hot.
Orangey.
I don't get very much orange.
And there's a dark undertone.
Golden.
Which is probably the quince.
Yeah.
Golden.
It's like somebody took a chai and added orange. And rooibos.
Rooibos has sweetness. I'm getting that.
I'm not actually getting much orange here. And I don't know what a quince tastes like, so I can't speak on that one.
Well, it's like if citrus had a dark side.
Soothed, calm, hot or iced, no mention of sugar.
Soothing and calm. Okay. I'll go with that. No caffeine in this. What do you think? You don't get orange? I get orange.
I don't get orange.
But I don't think it has too little water.
There's a little bit of like a citrusy, but it isn't explicitly orange.
See, you're used to in-your-face flavors.
Like if you had me taste this and tell you what I thought it was, I would say it was lemon.
It's got a very pleasant, to me, orange
A nice after lunch
undertone.
tea.
If I was going to eat some sort of cookie with an orange or lemon flavor,
Scone.
I would eat it with this.
Or like those, the fingerprint cookies that have a slightly
Oh, with the jam
sugar
cookies?
cookie crumbly thing with some orange jam. That would be very good with this.
Yes, I would eat this with a jam cookie. One of those with a little dot of jam in the middle.
Yes, that's how I would eat that.
Mm-hmm.
So like an afternoon tea thing with some little tiny scones and cookies.
While reading a book. I think I shall explore their website. I'm interested in the oolongs, particularly. Oh, and they had a milky oolong. I do like milky oolong.
She does like milky oolong.
I do. And until we see you again,
Make sure to make time for tea and a good book.
possibly from Teabloom.